That day, while waiting for the fried chicken delivery, I thought of tidying up the house. I stumbled upon a bag of leftover putty powder from renovations, and as I lifted it, my hand slipped. The powder spilled all over the table, so I quickly grabbed a scraper to shovel it back into the bag, full of energy. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. I opened the door and saw the delivery guy. I told him to just put the food on the table, but as he stepped in, he froze, staring at the table and then took a step back. He looked at the scraper in my hand, broke out in a cold sweat, and bolted out of the room, tumbling as he went. The fried chicken fell to the floor. Puzzled, I thought, what's wrong with this guy? Forget it. I cleaned up the mess myself. After cleaning up, I washed my face, feeling hungry, but unable to eat the chicken. I rummaged through the fridge and found a box of yogurt. I didn't notice much at the time. It was missing a straw, so I searched everywhere and found a box of straws. I finished the yogurt, but about 10 minutes later my stomach started to churn. I spent ages vomiting into the toilet. Just as I closed my eyes to catch my breath, the door of my house was kicked open by a group of fully armed officers. They rushed in and found me sprawled on the sofa, with white foam by my mouth and white putty powder on the table, alongside a pile of spilled powder. The scraper was lying beside me on the floor with several straws scattered around. The officer in charge of the team shouted loudly, "Don't make a move! Raise your hands!" My strength had failed me to the point where I couldn't even lift my hands. Observing my pitiful condition, they likely thought I had overdosed. They pulled me from the sofa, restrained me on the floor, and instantly began combing through my residence. Within no time, they had ransacked the entire place. Updates began pouring in. Unknown white substance discovered. The syringe located. Straw box uncovered. My mind went blank. White powder? I desperately shouted, "No, that's not drugs, that's lychee powder!" The officer gave me a skeptical look, clearly unconvinced. Putty powder? Sucking putty powder through straws? I was on the verge of tears. No, that's yogurt. I use straws to drink yogurt. He didn't believe me and held up the syringe. And what about this? What did you inject yourself with? I explained. It's for the fish. I use it to pump oxygen into my fish tank. Still, they weren't satisfied. One officer, who had remained silent, asked doubtfully, "Then what about your current state? If it's not drugs, what is it?" Pointing at the yogurt box, I said, "I drank that yogurt, and it made me like this." He wasn't convinced. He picked up the yogurt lid and tasted it. His face turned green. He checked the manufacturing date. It was from last May. About 10 minutes later, his face changed drastically, and clutching his stomach asked me, "Where's your restroom?" Coincidentally, that was also the moment my stomach launched its second wave. I rushed ahead of him into the bathroom while he shouted from outside, "Hey, don't forget the puke bucket! Hurry up, I can't take this anymore!" Later, they took me for a full examination. All tests came back clean. I was completely innocent. It was already afternoon by the time they left. Randomly scrolling through my social media, I saw a post by my mother